Orzhov Sacrifice versus the Mighty Viral. Yeah, this works. Well, there goes probably Sir Vondam. Raise the past. Wow. It's a little early for that, I would almost say, but okay. Okay, opponent's on 2 lands now. They could have a counter spell here. Now that I have 2 Sephiroths, I'm okay to throw one at the counter spell. Yep. Phantom Interference. Yes. I tell you, I'm starting to be able to predict the future the more I play Magic. Oh my goodness. Oh. Alright. Now, opponent's stuck on 2 lands. That's kind of their problem, let's say. I should have played the Bartolomé first, but they're never going to block with this bad anyway, so... A Preacher. Okay. Preacher is a very good defense for them here. I'm gonna attack with all here. They block the Bartolomé. I will sack the 2 tokens to take the Preacher down with it. Because that thing's gonna turn into card advantage. So we're actually at 12-12 here, which is... Those 2 bats are doing an hell of a job. Okay. Starting to pick off these useless creatures, are we? Phantom Interference doesn't work anymore here now. Yeah. So they're actually they're winning the race here, it seems. Oh, now with that Sanctuary, that's even worse. I really need to draw something. I need to get rid of these bats. Like, these bats have done such an amazing job.
The housewarming party has information is its own weapon.
Okay, that means I can take out their Kaido, though. Which I can't do this and play the Blood Witch, but okay.
I'm really not used to losing.
They flash in a curiosity here. Oh, again. Predicting the future. Wow, they're 14. Brutal. 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 Alrighty, mighty. Let's see what we can do now. That was an amazing draw, of course, from my side. And that's really changed everything around here. That one draw. Now they are under pressure. Again, they will draw 2 cards, which is also very, very good. I will definitely block here. I could have maybe kept more creatures back. So they will draw 2. But will they draw something that gets them out of this pickle? Because my next attack is going to be nice. Ah, not too bad. But next turn, the Dalkovan Encampment is going to do a pretty decent job as well. Can I afford to attack with everything? I can always create 2 blockers here, so let's go. Okay, wow, that raised the past. Top deck raised the past for victory here. All right, good start. Let's keep going. Orzhov. Sacrifice versus the virtuous copyright date. We have lands. We have some things to play. The Gorehound is always a good start because your sequential creatures will allow you to surveil. Like, do I want another bot here? I don't think I do. No. Don't really want to use this for blocking purposes. 5 damage. Interesting. As I can't cast anything. I can't chain 2 spells anyway. I can just use the opportunity to play this tapped here. Get in another surveil. I don't need more lands. Alright, they're gonna take out my Bloodwitch. I'll gain a little bit life back. So I can start using my creatures to maybe to block and then raise the past at some point. Ah, wait, what's the sequencing here? Doesn't matter. I'll just put that down for Raise the Past. I'll start keeping you back now. Oh, got 1 damage. Let's see what the opponent does first. Do I want to surveil in response? I think I do. I want to get him another creature in the graveyard. Ah, unfortunately not, but okay. It was worth a shot. Okay, another claw. And this guy. Okay, everything's back. Okay, and I actually had another Raise the Past right on top, so I could have just kept everything and just used it for blocking. But yeah, so the power of Raise the Past is... it's there. That's what makes this deck not only, but it's one of the key cards that makes this deck very strong. All right, well, on to the next game. Orzhov, Sacrifice versus Jarden. There's only to 1 turn, 1 play here, and we gotta do it to kick off the speed. Okay, that's a few too many lands, but alright, let's play the let's play Sir Vondam here, because they could be Azorius, they are Azorius. So I want to get that underneath the radar. And going forward, this could be a little bit more difficult, depending on which version they're running. I'm just dropping everything. Not too sure it's the right thing, but... do they have the, you know what I mean, the 3 mana exile all creatures to... okay, a split up. Wait. Destroy all untapped creatures. So this. So that was a must. Now, do I hold back or not? I don't think I am going to hold back here. I'm going all for the Raise the Past. Ooh, tapped land. Well, that's good news. It's good news. Sure. This means from the Voice of Victory, they will gain actually... okay. Ah, interesting. Okie dokie. I'm still gonna attack with the voice. Yeah, let's attack like this. I know they will gain a lot of life from the voice. But yeah, I gotta do it. Alright, that's it. Alright. Yep, go in for damage. Play the Zep. Will it flip? Yes. If I wanted to. These will die anyway. Oh, wait a minute. If this is this ability, okay. Wow, I'm going full on all in here. I don't care about sweepers. I don't care about your life gain. I want to go Bartolomeo. Sack this. Oh, wow. Here comes the triggers. And yes, it flipped. And that was my goal. Still, like, a sweeper would force me to kind of just top deck, raise the past. But at this point, you know, I just have to pretend that there is no sweeper. Can't always play around everything. Sometimes you just have to pick a line of play and go with it. And in this game, I have decided to ignore sweepers, and there we go. Because if I hadn't, if I would have played around sweepers, my pressure would have been too low, and they would have had more draws to find the sweeper. So I was kind of, yeah, took a risk there. But it paid off. So, all right, Orzhov, sacrifice, another victory yet. On to the next game. Orzhov, sacrifice versus Mike Triforce. 1 land. This is a big risk, but we have a Gorehound. I'm not sure how long we're gonna have it for, but we needed to find my lands. If I draw 2 lands now consecutively, I think I have a chance. Otherwise, not so much. Ooh, ouch. That hurts. Whoa, that hurts so much. That's already 4 damage coming in. And there is a land. Oh, I'd love to play Sir Vondam. But no, I'm gonna play this as a blocker. I don't want another Sir Vondam. Can't attack with that. Okay. I just need to survive. I'm in full survival mode until I hit Raise the Past. 4 lands. Everything out in between is just gonna act as fodder. No blocks for now. Because I don't know, whichever I don't block, they'll pump it. Okay, I'm at 8. Don't want that. Want land. Didn't find land. Hmm. Yes. All right. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. Fortunately, every attack they do is gonna trigger those 3 times. That's the problem here. Like, that really... That's kind of overwhelming me here. Now if I play Sephiroth... Next turn, yeah, So I have to play the Sage and the Zealot. No attacks. Pass the turn. Take 3 from the triggers. Block 3. Go to 1. Like, can they not deal 1 damage? They can just by pumping even, so... I think, yeah, I think I'm just dead no matter what happens here. Fine. Well, 3 Hired Claws was just too much here. Too much damage just from those triggers. That was like 9 damage just through 6 or 9 damage just from those triggers. Is that trample? No. Okay. Okay. GG. All right, fair enough. Yeah, nothing I could do here. On to the next game. Orzhov Sacrifice versus the mighty I'm Weasel 09. Yeah. Okay. Why the nesting bot first? Because I do want to get the start your engines going here. Voice of Victory first, so next turn I can attack with the voice and have Sir Vondam ready to grow. Yep, unfortunately that's gonna hurt. Not gonna block. Choices here. This will drain for 2. It'll gain me back 2 life. But Sir Vondam is just going to grow and can actually stand like feet to feet with toe-to-toe with them. This one, do I want to shock to play it? Actually, I don't. Sir Vondam grows into a 4. Gains me some life. Sir Vondam, you are such a star. Okay. Opponents grows their creatures into new heights. No attack. That's very good news. That's very good news. Five menace. They can block with those two, but then I'll take out two things. So let's go here. Let's put on the pressure. And vigilance too. Sir Vondam, if we do win this, it's all on you. But we're not there yet. The opponent can do crazy things. I've seen it, I know it. Spending 3 here for a Vivi. Okay. Not too bad here. Not too bad. This game is going to take a lot of maneuvering. And the opponent... That... I mean, I said spend 3 for Vivi. But they are coming back a little bit here. Like starting next, following turns, their Vivi is just gonna grow into insane amounts. Okay, well, we'll take out this thing and jump block here. I think they kind of miscalculate that a little bit, maybe. Should I sack my Voice of Victory here for a few triggers? I think I do. Because I want my Sir Vondam to grow into at least a 4/4 again. Oh, look at these triggers. And 2... Oh, I think it's lethal. I did it. Oh no, wait, what? No, I didn't do it. What am I saying? How did what? Didn't 2 die and each triggers... Okay, but the opponent has seen enough anyway. Whew! That... Wow. What a run today with Orzhov Sacrifice. The deck really can do some crazy things. With or without Raise the Past. So yeah. Happy about that, because the opponent was starting to achieve critical mass here with Vivi growing, Mako growing, this thing having 7 or more cards in the graveyard. That's called Threshold, by the way. Yeah, but anyway, on to the recap. All right, Orzhov Sacrifice. Decent run, pretty good run, 4-1. I'm happy about it. And shows the deck is still there, it's still powerful, and a good option. Or definitely an option in the current meta if you're into this kind of deck. So let's take a look at at the cards and what they do. So we have 8 1-mana creatures that when they die just replace itself with a 1/1. The nesting bot has the added benefit of potentially becoming a 2/1 at max speed. This is your fodder and you need it because you need creatures that you play to play one creature, but able to sacrifice twice. This gives you a lot of options, which we will come to later, for your cards that want things to get sacrificed. Then we have two kind of type of their own cards. We have the Gorehound, which is also a 1-mana 1/1. And it surveils when a creature with power 2 or less enters. And this is when these guys enter, or this, or this, or this. Anything which is not the Zealot or the Sephiroth will trigger the surveil. So you can really go through your deck here, find things that you need, lands, Sephiroths, other creatures, or the fodder that you don't need, you can also ditch it into your graveyard, because you always have to keep, or you should always keep Raise the Past as a potential option in the back of your head. So yeah, this guy, just the surveil triggers are definitely worth it. Then you have your sacrifice outlet. Now, the Voice of Victory is kind of a semi-sacrifice outlet because it does need to attack, so it is kind of conditional. But yeah, it creates two things, and every time you mobilize and the warriors that get mobilized die, you trigger twice. So those triggers are very valuable. And you have the added benefit that the opponent can cast spells during your turn, which can help against decks that do run counter magic, such as Azorius Control or Dimir Midrange. So those decks need to take care of your voice before they, if they want to be able to react in your turn when you, for example, want to resolve a Sephiroth or Raise the Past, for example. The Zealot is a straight up sacrifice outlet because you can sacrifice creatures at any point to trigger a surveil as well. So both good. Bartolomé also as well. A one-of here, it's legendary, so a little bit more limited, and you have options to sacrifice, but this is just an added one here, which grows when other things die. Sir Vondam is also a legendary, but we are absolutely okay to have 4 of them in the deck because this thing is stellar. This thing is amazing. Whenever something dies, it grows and it gains you life, which is an addition to what Bartolomé does. But more importantly is, if this thing has 4 or more power and it dies, it'll take down a non-land permanent with it. This is your only form of interaction with the opponent's deck, apart from attacking and blocking, that this deck has. So it's quite invaluable. It's a good threat. It has Vigilance and Menace too, which is also very good, pretty good keywords. I mean, if this had lifelink, that would be out of the world. But Vigilance Menace means you can attack and keep it back, and Menace makes it hard to block too. So yeah, very, very strong creature, and also part of why the deck is good. And then you have the guys that benefit from sacrificing by draining 1 and gaining 1. So draining, basically. The opponent loses 1, you gain a life. And you need all 8 of them because this is what wins you the games. The attacking will deal some damage, but this is where you can deal damage outside of the combat phase. So, or in the combat phase, of course, if things get blocked and they die. But this is the kind of the extra damage that you need to add up in order to finish the opponent off. And Sephiroth has the added benefit that, you know, when you can sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Once it flips, when the ability gets triggered 4 times, it flips, then it becomes a 5/5 with flying. And you get the emblem. Whenever a creature dies, the opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So you're then starting on that point, you are independent from having a Bloodwitch or a Sephiroth on the battlefield. Plus, when it attacks you, it's also then once it's flipped and it attacks, it also still serves as a sacrifice trigger. You could sacrifice the whole board, drain for that much, and draw that many cards to really refill your deck. Before I talk about the Raise the Past in the room, I will mention the Dalkovan Encampment, which is a card that actually also fits very well in this deck. It basically, for 3 mana and tapping it, it is quite an investment, but once your hand is low, or you know, this is a very valuable option. It basically has the effect of the Voice of Victory. So when you do attack, it will also create 2 1/1s that at the end of the turn die. So additional attackers, additional sacrifice fodder here. So yeah, as you can see, the deck is very much streamlined of sacrificing, finding ways to sacrifice, and finding ways to capitalize on the sacrifice. And because the deck, almost all creatures except Sephiroth are 2 or converted mana cost 2 or less, Raise the Past is an obvious good addition to the deck. You have a lot of surveil going on as well, so you can put things in the graveyard. You can draw into Raise the Past, or even if you have one in your opening hand, it's definitely worth considering keeping that, because then you can be even more expendable with your creatures, because you know that you can get them back. Unless the opponent, of course, has counter magic or graveyard interaction, but that's something you just need to be aware of, and we're going into too much detail here. So this is the deck, this is what's going on, and today we will look at the Vengeful Bloodwitch. You thought I was unarmed? Poor fool. Your veins are my arsenal. And on that note, thanks for watching, have fun, see you in the arena, and peace.